Laissez les bon temps boulet?
No.
What is it?
Laissez les bon temps rouler.
Laissez les bon temps rouler. What does that mean?
Let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll, y'all. Make this étouffée. Welcome to Feast with Pete, and today we're making a crawfish and fish étouffée. And first things first, you want to make the stock. So all it is 5 cups of water with crawfish heads and Cajun seasoning. You want to put Tony Chachere's, whatever seasoning you can find, add that on there. And also, y'all, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video for the YouTube algorithm. So first things first, we're going to make the roux. You're going to add 1/4 cup oil to 1/4 cup flour, and we're making a roux. Okay, this is not a gumbo roux. It's not a 45-minute roux. This takes about 8 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes on medium heat and then 4 minutes off the heat, because if you keep it for 4 more minutes, you know, it might burn. You don't want your roux to burn. Your roux gotta be like that peanut butter / chocolate color. So that's what you're going for right here. See how the color is changing? You're kind of getting that caramel peanut butter color. You know, you can go a little bit milk chocolate, but this is good because, you know, you don't want to get into the danger zone. This is not a gumbo roux. This is an étouffée roux. So, you know, this is perfectly fine. If you get it to this consistency, it's going to take about like 8 minutes. You know, you don't have to buy an étouffée mix. You can make this at home by this technique. So next thing, I had crawfish tails that needed to be sauteed a little bit in butter, because these are frozen crawfish tails. You know, you gotta saute the frozen crawfish tails in butter, because if you don't do that, you know, it's not gonna taste as good. So if you have fresh crawfish, that's a different story. That's already boiled in the spices. Once you're done sauteing the crawfish, what you're gonna do is you're gonna add a little bit of butter in that same dish, man. You know, and then add some onion. Now we're gonna put the New Orleans mirepoix. What is that? The New Orleans Holy Trinity. You're gonna add some onions, and then you're gonna add some celery, and then you're gonna add some bell peppers. Now for the French mirepoix, you're gonna have carrots instead of the bell peppers. But you know, since New Orleans used to be a French colony, this is how they cook over there. So you wanna nicely saute that for like 3 or 4 minutes. Add some Cajun seasoning, Creole seasoning, whatever you got. That's what I got, so I added some of that. If you got Tony Chachere's, go ahead and add some Tony Chachere's. And then you're gonna add some garlic. You know, don't fine chop the garlic, kind of like rough chop it so it doesn't burn, and you know, it cooks as you're gonna put the roux right now. So that's the roux that we made, that our 8-minute roux, and you're gonna add that roux. Now this roux is gonna thicken the vegetables and it's gonna cook it. Now normally people would make the roux and add the vegetables, but I like to do it this way. So you're gonna have a little bit of oil, a little bit of butter, just the right flavor for this dish, because it is called an étouffée, and which means a smothered shrimp, smothered crawfish, smothered lobster if you want to put lobster, or smothered chicken. So that's what étouffée means. So you want to smother those vegetables in that nice roux, and look at how beautiful that looks right there. Beautiful it cooks. And right now you want to put your seafood stock. Okay, I made the crawfish stock from the crawfish heads. You know, if you want to make shrimp stock from shrimp heads and you're gonna make a shrimp étouffée, you can do that. You know, I'm pretty sure you can do this with other shellfish, but I've only messed around with crawfish and shrimp. So you know, this is what you do. This is what they normally do in New Orleans. So this is pretty safe as far as authenticity is concerned. I don't even know if that's a real word, y'all, but you know, I just felt like saying it. And then you want to add some bay leaves, some more Cajun seasoning, and then, you know, mix it up, and then you should be tasting this as you go. So if this tastes right to you, you know, don't put too much salt, or if you have to wash the salt, you know, don't put too much salt. But if it doesn't taste right. It's not there yet. You know, add salt, add pepper, cayenne pepper, whatever you need to do to make this taste right. You know, certain people like étouffée really spicy. Certain people do not like it spicy, like my girlfriend. Okay, she's a tenderoni, so she likes the salt though. So you know, I gotta make sure it's salty, but not too spicy. If I'm cooking for some folks that are not tenderonis, then I would be a little heavy on the cayenne pepper and the New Orleans spices. But you know who I'm cooking for. So once that cooks, what you want to do, you're going to get your crawfish tails ready. You're going to get your tilapia ready. I did put a little bit of cayenne pepper in there, not too much. But then, you know, cook that for like 15 minutes. And then when it looks like that, you know, make sure to stir it really well before you add your fish or any type of protein you add. Why? Because you want to make the sauce before you add the protein. Because the protein is just going to cook in the sauce, okay? That's going to get smothered, which is why it's called an étouffée. It's smothered. Smothered shrimp, smothered crawfish, smothered fish. It could also be smothered lobster. So it's not authentic, but it could be done. All right, so once you cook that for like 5 minutes with the lid closed, you know, taste it to make sure everything's good. Remove any bay leaves that you got in there earlier. And then just mix it up before you add your crawfish. The crawfish that I was using today is basically cooked, so it's half fresh and half frozen, smothered in butter. So you know, all you gotta do is heat that through. So I cooked that for like 2 to 3 minutes. Now if you're cooking with crawfish that's raw, you know, you might want to cook it for a little longer than that. So that's how it looks, y'all. At this point it's basically done. And just, you know, let it sit for like 10 minutes before you eat it. You know, you can put some green onions, some parsley, whatever herbs you want, and serve it with some rice. And this is damn delicious the next day as well. I'm gonna let you know how I like it. All right, y'all, I was recording the taste video, but I was doing it on slow motion, so didn't record that part. So here it is, crawfish and fish étouffée. Man, this is damn delicious, very easy to make. Y'all should make it. Let me know how you like it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit a like on this video. And don't forget to feast with Pete. Thank you for watching my video. And as they say in the old country, laissez les bon temps rouler.